In this video, I will reveal Dynamo's passing through train magic trick. Here's a quick recap of what happened. Dynamo stands on one side of a train platform and locks eyes with a random bystander on the other. He gestures to get his attention just seconds before a train roars between them. When the train stops, Dynamo is suddenly inside, steps off and walks away, leaving the bystander completely stunned. Now, before you flood the comments saying this trick is edited, I should clarify that this trick is, in fact, after extensive research, a full internal review, several peer consultations, a brief ethics committee meeting, and an unnecessarily long suspenseful pause. Yeah, it's edited. Just wanted to say it first. Anyway, that bystander isn't a stooge at all. The reaction he gave is completely genuine. He really did see Dynamo inside the train, and he clearly saw him get off. But how? And where did the editing take place if he truly saw Dynamo get off the train? Isn't that the whole point of the trick, seeing Dynamo appear inside the train and get off? Well, that's where I want you to pay attention to this particular moment just seconds before the train passes in front of Dynamo. Wait, I think you didn't catch it. Let me zoom in and slow it down. Do you see it now? By now, most of you have probably spotted it. The edit happens right here, where Dynamo looks slightly off. He, the ground, and the logo behind him are shaking, while everything else stays perfectly still. That's the giveaway. The trick itself is a mix of dual reality and video editing. What the bystander actually saw on the opposite platform wasn't Dynamo. It was someone dressed to look like him. There was no setup, no warning, nothing to prime the moment. He just noticed a guy across the platform saluting to get his attention. Someone who was dressed exactly like Dynamo, but wasn't really him. Meanwhile, the real Dynamo was already inside the train, standing and waiting before it even stopped. Now, for us viewers, to hide what the witness actually saw, they refilmed the scene with Dynamo standing on the platform. They took a portion of that footage where Dynamo was on the platform and overlapped it onto the real footage, therefore tampering with the actual evidence. Then they froze the very last frame of Dynamo's clip and edited it so that Dynamo is visible through the windows of the train until the very last second, when he truly appears on camera. That's why Dynamo isn't moving even a little bit if you watch him carefully through the train windows frame by frame. If you want early videos and exclusive reveals, come join me on Patreon. It's free to stay updated, and there's a $1 option if you want to support, but even if you don't want to pay, at least join for free. Check the pinned comment below for more important announcements. Since the still of Dynamo was manually tracked through the train windows as the train moved, you can catch the flaws. In this frame, the right side of the train doors gets covered by the tracked image, like the overlay is sitting on top of the doors, but once the train shifts left, the door restores. You see it again when the train first passes in front of him, where what looks like a conductor briefly warps for a few frames as it moves across. Using dual reality, they fooled the bystander into believing he saw the same individual on the opposite side of the platform and inside the train, while simultaneously editing that same footage to fool us viewers at home. So the reaction the bystander gave was real. He's not a stooge. Behind this mask, only the truth remains till we meet again.